There's an audience for everything on YouTube, even for maintenance-centered channels such as Andrew Camarata's. Since he started showing his everyday activities on the video platform, Andrew has grown a stable and loyal audience who not only love his hands-on attitude, but also his humble personality and the effort he puts into his work. Slowly but surely, Andrew has made a name for himself in the construction and heavy machinery part of YouTube, all the while keeping most of his personal life and financial details under wraps. However, that hasn't stopped his most curious fans from wondering whether his YouTube activity has resulted in a fortune or if he has already found the love of his life, thanks to his internet fame. Keep with us to learn all about Andrew Camarata's personal and financial life. As happens to most YouTube famous people, their internet prominence comes with lots of positive elements. One is having a stable income through the views their videos attract, which increases as the channel's popularity grows. In Andrew's case, he's set apart from other YouTubers in the sense that he's kept his content loyal to his beginnings and, above everything else, humble. This makes it very obvious why his audience has grown to care so much about him, though awakening many questions about his finances. It's fair to assume that Andrew's YouTube channel has resulted in a stable income for the past decade, even if that's hardly noticeable, given the lack of luxuries in his content. According to online reports, Andrew's net worth is assessed at close to $2.8 million, resulting not only from his YouTube and any sponsorships he might have attracted through his fame, but also from his Camarata property maintenance business. Andrew Camarata's channel is full of interesting projects, though his container castle takes the title of being one of the most original he's ever worked on in front of the cameras. He started this project around 2016 and has updated his viewers over the years. The project is classic Andrew, as he's known for constructing amazing items in unexpected ways. It all began with the idea of turning some containers into a building that would be cheaper and faster to construct than others. It also helped that the containers are of long-lasting materials, meaning that the result wasn't going to fall over in strong winds or any other natural disaster. After creating a small-scale wooden model, Andrew contacted an engineer who helped turn his container castle into a reality. Andrew also took it upon himself to build a 3D model on Google SketchUp, which is specialized software. The container castle ended up looking as Andrew intended, though it's worth noting that it isn't made of containers alone, but other materials such as concrete were added in the process to make it stand strongerly and as durable as possible. Later in 2020, Andrew proudly shared a video in which he added the last aesthetic touches to the castle, paint included. It's not a wonder that many people are curious about what's going on with Andrew Camarata's romantic life, especially considering how successful and self-accomplished he is. Well, Andrew is apparently unmarried, and as of early 2025, doesn't seem to be romantically involved with anyone. However, longtime fans of his videos surely remember that he was strongly associated with Samantha Weber, a young woman who started appearing in his videos around 2020. It didn't take long before Andrew's audience grew a soft spot for Sam, as she not only seemed to be a big help to Andrew in producing his videos, but she was also as hands-on as he is. However, her personal relationship with Andrew wasn't confirmed as long as she appeared in his videos. Sam's presence decreased with time, to the point that she was no longer appearing in them as of late 2023. Later in October 2024, Sam took to her own YouTube channel to update her viewers about her life, bringing up a confession that she distanced herself from the person who had introduced her to creating video content, whom she described as toxic. Though she didn't explicitly say his name, the comment on the video strongly suggested that she was referring to Andrew, meaning that the two's relationship apparently didn't end on good terms. Aside from Sam, there's no other person whom Andrew has been romantically linked to in the years he's been in the public eye. The story of how Andrew Camarata took to the path of outdoor maintenance and construction is quite special. His early life fascination with outdoor activities naturally brought up his creative side every time he played outside, but rather unexpectedly, at his father's suggestion, he also became interested in computers. However, Andrew never lost his interest in the trades, leading him to take high school courses to improve his hands-on skills. He eventually enrolled into a computer science degree, but seeing where his interests were leaning, it isn't that surprising that he dropped out of college to find a job. He sustained himself by holding several jobs over the years, while figuring out what he wanted to do in life, eventually resulting in his outdoor maintenance company. Despite starting his own company, Andrew didn't stop being an employee until Camarata Property Maintenance took off in the early 2010s, and so making a name for himself in Saugerties, New York State, where his company was established. Although Andrew started his YouTube channel in 2014, it wasn't until 2 years later that he began posting videos about his hobbies and business. His way of explaining the process of constructing things in his backyard was what attracted people's attention in the beginning, though his down-to-earth personality played a big factor in many viewers continuing to view his content, or a considerable time. Fast forward to today, Andrew has over 1.5 million subscribers on his YouTube, and many thousands of followers on his Facebook and Instagram pages too, proving once again that hard work almost always pays off.
Thank you for spending some time with us. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpick these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question in the comments below. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you back tomorrow.